set things in motion. The Rice walks over towards the back post with Ben White as well closer. The stands right in the centre of his 6-yard box. Trossard will take, right-footed in swinging corner. Saliba stands 6-yard line with Gabriel as well. Martinelli pushing and shoving with a Bonner. Trossard, left arm in the air, movement now inside the 6-yard box, played towards the near post. Martinelli tried to flick the ball on, cleared away. The overhead kick from Souček. Quite clear yet for West Ham as Paqueta just challenges for the ball up against Saliba. Turned out towards Kudus, right side of halfway. West Ham control inside their own half. Ward-Prowse. Back to Alvarez. Back to Alvarez. Plays out to the right. Back to Alvarez again, just on the. Only a couple of yards in from the touchline. Fair distance away though from goal. Late challenge from Zinchenko. Koufal had already taken the ball away, tried to cut onto his left. VAR will have a look at that, but doesn't look as though there will be any further damage done. Just talking to Ward-Prowse. Stands over the free kick. It'll be curled in from the right edge of the box. I say 2 yards away from the touchline. Ward-Prowse taking his time as he picked up the ball. Drops it back down again. Halfway. West Ham control inside their own half. Ward-Prowse back to Alvarez. Plays out to the right. Back to Alvarez again, just on the. David Moyes issuing out a few instructions to his technical area. Hasn't won away at Arsenal in 22 attempts. And that changed this evening. Arsenal though looking to break forward. Martinelli midway inside the attacking half through the centre, played out wide right with Saka. Really with him though, will have to go alone and wait for support. Saka to the edge of the penalty area, cuts back towards Trossard concedes a foul in the process. Over the bar. Arsenal since have comfortably kept control of possession, had a couple of opportunities. Really with him though, will have to go alone and wait for support. Saka to the edge of the penalty area, cuts back towards the guard. Trossard concedes a foul in the process. By Paqueta. This one being urged back to halfway though. Paqueta trying to turn to face goal. Clever little turn to Emerson, flicks the ball in, it almost gets piled in by Bowen, he's back in towards the box. Ward-Prowse collects and makes the run down the left wing. Ward-Prowse now further down towards the edge of the final third, played on to Emerson. Emerson back to Ward-Prowse again, helped on. Souček taps in. I think Gabriel got mixed up with David Raya. Saliba was back there as well for Arsenal. Emerson with a dangerous low ball in. Bounced around. It was a clever ball from Paqueta down to Emerson. Bowen tried to flick the ball on. Gabriel flicked it onto his own man. Bowen, as he just kept it in play. Souček with the easy goal. It will be checked to see if Bowen has kept the ball in play. David Raya came charging out and left an open net for Souček. A bit like Hee-Chan Hwang last night for Wolves. Open net for him to score in. VAR are having a look at this to see if Bowen kept the ball in play as Souček scored. David Moyes celebrated. Michael Oliver just having a word here with Thomas Souček, nodding his head as he stands in the centre circle, waiting for the instruction from Craig Pawson and VAR. Arsenal having a few words as well, but what a mix-up at the back for the Gunners. Gabriel miscleared. Keeping an eye, it looks as though the ball is in on the VAR replay. Bowen just keeping it half the ball in touch with the white paint. Just looking at other frames now, VAR, as to where the ball finished up. Bowen is covering the ball completely. The VAR overturn this. Ticking to the 15th minute of the game. As it stands, West Ham are leading. Michael Oliver still waiting for instruction. Bowen is shielding the ball from view, and they're zooming in to try and find out. He was only about 2 yards away from the post as he clipped the ball back into the 6-yard box. Souček ran away celebrating after some. So far 3 minutes it's taken. Michael Oliver points for a goal. It does stand. Superb work from Jarrod Bowen to keep the ball in play then. Souček with the opening goal of the evening, 13 minutes in. We're now into the 17th. Possession in the last 10 minutes or so. Still yet to test out our really. 5 goals this season for Souček. Sack though down the right towards the edge of the final third. Saka flips the ball in towards possession in the last 10 minutes or so. Still yet to test out Ariola really. 5 goals this season for Souček. Superb work from Jarrod Bowen to keep the ball in play then. Souček with the opening goal of the evening, 13 minutes in. We're now into the 17th. Ball into the penalty area perhaps. Kufal with the long throw. It's the centre of the penalty area, cleared back out As far as Souček to Koufal again. Plays the ball down towards the byline. White gets shoved down to the ground by Souček. Goal kick awarded. No further investigation in the foul. Gabriel will take the short goal kick over to Naradraya. Goes across the Ben White, right edge of his own penalty area. Rice is looming to his right hand side. Instead of the ball forward midway inside his own half through the centre. Looks out. Arsenal will try to build momentum forward. It's played back to Rice in the centre. Looks out to into the attacking half. Back into the just looking over. Minutes. A lengthy VAR check as Jared clears away towards Kudus, right of halfway. Just taken back into his own half under pressure. Back to Areola, inside his area. Low driven ball, only as far as White, stabs it forward to Saka, who does really well to control high in the air on his left, but couldn't keep the ball down in time, and West Ham recollect the ball in the left corner of their box. Prowl shifts it out to Emerson, just mid-side his own half, over halfway toward the attacking half for the Hammers. Souček can bring the ball towards the edge of the final third on the right. Plays out towards the touchline. 18 yards away from goal West Ham, but urged back to halfway. Shifted across, O'Bonnor. Played out to the left, Emerson to O'Bonnor. Third eventually. Switch back to Areola. The ball out to the right hand side. Headed high by Koufal. No one further forward. Still kicking the ball high in the air. Salah, but Gabriel given away in possession though, and Alvarez stands and turns. West Ham back with the ball at their feet again. Koufal, long ball down the right, looking for the run of Bowen. Gabriel beats him to it. Play dangerously back into our own penalty area as Prowse tries to run onto the ball. Ball finds itself in the centre circle with Zinchenko. Takes it over half. Eventually shifted over towards away from the halfway line. Out to White to Rice again, the two of them squaring the ball between each other. Ball finds itself in the centre circle with Zinchenko. Takes it over half. to Rice. To Erdegaard. Arsenal playing the ball across the line at the moment, away from the halfway line. Out to White to Rice again, the two of them squaring the ball between each other. Ball finds itself in the centre circle with Zinchenko. Takes it over half. Holder steady, couple of banks of four behind the ball. Erdegaard away from the halfway line. Out to White to Rice again, the two of them squaring the ball between each other. Ball finds itself in the centre circle with Zinchenko. Takes it over half. Away from the halfway line. Out to White to Rice again, the two of them squaring the ball between each other. Ball finds itself in the centre circle. Stands and turns. West Ham back with the ball at their feet again. Kufal, long ball down the right, looking for the run of Bowen. Gabriel beats him to it. Kudus chips the ball down towards Kufal, up against the byline, right edge of the box, played in into the hands of Raya. Distribute quickly by the home support, but will take his time to throw through the centre. Zinchenko with space to run into. West Ham given time though. Halfway, shifted across. O'Bonnell played out to the left. Emerson. Nine in the league this season so far. Look to try and get an equaliser before half-time, if not in the next 5 minutes or so. West Ham at the moment doing their defensive jobs well. Gabriel Jesus now just pulls up on his right foot as he was running forward. Ward-Prowse just walks away. Jesus and Ward-Prowse coming into a tumble between each other. The Arsenal man came off worse, seems to be back onto his feet though. Arsenal with a free kick from that challenge. It's about 20 yards away from goal, this. On the side of the area. 4 in the wall for West Ham. Gabriel's there. Trossard stands quite close to Erdegaard as well. Referee's blown his whistle. Ward-Prowse lies down behind the wall. Bowen throwing a challenge as Kudus can only face towards his own goal under pressure. Trossard puts the in, and now Martinelli bring things forward for Arsenal. Played across quickly to White, helped out to guard right hand side of the area, scoops the ball trying to find Jesus. Back towards Declan Rice again, being urged to shoot, instead plays out wide right with Saka. Saka on his left foot looks to swing. West Ham player on the way through. Opportunity not gone yet for the home side. As Trossard stands up against the corner, West Ham fans behind him. Home side. As Trossard stands up against the corner, West Ham fans behind him. Right-footed in swinging corner again it will be. Hard right-hand side of the penalty area, scoops the ball, trying to find Jesus. Back towards Declan Rice again, being urged to shoot, instead plays out wide right with Saka. Saka on his left foot looks to swing the ball in towards the penalty area, and it bounces all the way through and away. It's about 20 yards away from goal, this. The left side of the area. Reflection of Emerson on his way through. Emerson can clear away. West Ham watch the ball away for a throw. There's the shout from Ogbonna. Midway inside their own half on the left. Things seem to have just dampened down inside the Emirates. Half an hour in. Saka will try and change things as he runs forward again. Ødegaard towards Trossard. This is better from Arsenal. Paqueta has cleared the ball out for an Arsenal throw and goes down. Conversation with him in the meantime. Arsenal players all gather around Mikel Arteta on the edge of the technical line, issuing out plenty of instructions to them. There'll be a fair few minutes added on at the end of the first half. The 3 or so minutes for the VAR check to be completed, as the only goal of the game so far from Thomas Souček after 13 minutes into the game. A lovely ball played down the left, and Bowen managed to keep the ball in play as it was crossed in. Gabriel nearly miscleared it into his own net. And it was pulled back to Souček for the easiest of tap-ins as Raya had left the goal open. It doesn't look as though Paqueta can continue this evening as he hobbles off towards the bench. Arsenal still having the conversations. Said Ben Rama being prepared here. Paqueta will potentially come back on. The substitution is being made. Paqueta won't feature. He's just standing on the edge of the touchline for a moment or so, but the substitution has been made on 33 minutes. Said Ben Rama makes his side way towards halfway, but Arsenal keep control of possession. White helps the ball out towards Saka again, hugging the right touch line midway inside the middle third. This time Rice with the man to play the ball out to the left. Gabriel goes through the middle towards Jesus, takes a lucky deflect for the long distance effort up towards the edge of the D, bounces around, and Benrahma gets the first touch of the ball, clears only as far as Zinchenko. Erdegaard stands to the right edge of the box again. White looks to play the ball in, takes the deflection off Emerson over the bar and away for a corner to Arsenal on the right hand side. Emerson just threw his body in the way, did his defensive duties. Third corner for Arsenal. West Ham yet to have one in the game. Arsenal yet to capitalise one of them. Saka will swing the ball in once again. Is being made. Paqueta won't feature. He's just standing on the edge of the touchline for a moment or so, but the early substitution has been made on 33 minutes. Side Benrahma makes his way on for the injured Paqueta. Of touches in the end. Time to clear this one away. Areola, he called Ogbonna forward and Mavropanos as well, but instead tells them to work their way towards halfway. Cleared only as far as Gabriel on the halfway line. Arsenal win themselves a foul as Jesus drops down just over halfway. The referee just calls things back for a moment or so. West Ham stopping Arsenal from taking the quick free kick. Eventually it's played into the centre circle with Salah. The ball back, Salah over to White, merge back towards the left wing. Trossard into Jesus, turns onto his right foot, back to Erdegaard inside the D, out to Saka, squares across again, the ball's still loose on the penalty spot, and Martinelli Michael Oliver blows his whistle and puts his finger to his ear here. Quick passing again from Arsenal, just tried to break West Ham down. Jesus with the initial pass over, Saka back to Jesus. Was he challenged late as Souček came sliding in? They will check this. VAR, Martinelli's strike just curling wide. Souček, the only goal scorer of the game so far. Michael Oliver walks away. VAR have made their decision. No penalty. West Ham clear from the back of Bonnet. Down the right channel, and Benrahma deflected ball back to Souček. Towards Rice on halfway. Through the middle to Zinchenko with a shout for man on with Kudus running behind. Zinchenko. On flash score. Plenty of tabs to click across. Text commentary as well. You fancy reading what's happened in the game so far? Odegaard, centre, moves 35 yards away from goal. Odegaard still looking to shape the ball. On flash score, plenty of tabs to click across. Text commentary as well. You fancy reading what's happened in the game? Jesus tries to take the ball away inside the D, and West Ham escape. Arsenal asking for a foul again. This time West Ham win the foul. Was shy of halfway. Kudus taken down. Michael Oliver didn't see a foul on him. Nearly well worked by Arsenal. No one could get the shot away. West Ham, 3 bodies at the ball. The defensive duties well so far. David Moyes' side. They defend with banks of 4. Attack with a back line of 3, allowing players to get forward. On his right foot to get the strike away, instead runs into the penalty area, urged out towards the looks out to the left. Martinelli to the left touchline, 18 yards away from Emerson. White through to Rice with a bit of space on his right foot to get the strike away, instead runs into the penalty area, urged out towards the ball clear away. 4 minutes for stoppage time to go in the first half. Arsenal 0, West Ham 1, live on flashscore.co.uk and the mobile app as well. Only goal of the game so far, Thomas Souček. West Ham give the ball away in a dangerous position. Arsenal, Odegaard. Duties well so far. David Moyes' side. They defend with banks of 4. Attack with a back line of 3, allowing players to get forward. Trossard will clear, and West Ham do clear the ball away. West Ham with a throw on halfway towards Ward-Prowse, towards Emerson on the left. The Premier League game happening this evening, Brighton against Spurs. Brighton 3-0 up in that one. Stupinian duties well so far. David Moyes' side. They defend with banks of 4. The attack with a back line of 3, allowing players to get forward. Ball though, Kudus takes it down well, urged to go on and shoot as the ball's deflected on the way through. We tick towards half-time. The first time in a while West Ham being able to push forward. Arsenal have contained the ball well. The ball to be played in. Ward-Prowse apologises. Martinelli walks over. Ward-Prowse out swinging ball into the penalty area. Cleared away only as far as Ben Rama. Trying to line up the strike on his right. Instead finds the ball in. 12 yards away from their own goal. Raya plays right on the edge of the D. We played in. Ward-Prowse apologises. Martinelli walks over. Ward-Prowse out swinging ball into the penalty area. Cleared away only as far as trying to line up the strike on his right. Instead finds the ball in. Wait. Ariola stands on the edge of his penalty area. Right-footed clearance high towards halfway. Bowen will try and win the head into it by Gabriel. Alvarez looks to hook one clear into the attacking half. Still under pressure at the back. Saliba trying to take the ball away from Bowen through to Erdegaard again, crowded round by bodies, and Arsenal almost give the ball away. It's cleared back to White. On the left hand side, Trossard just brings the ball back into his defensive half. Momentarily fizzed over to White now on this near channel, further out to Saka. Rice right through the middle. Well by West Ham just yet, but header back forward to Ariola. In the momentarily fizzed over to White now on this near channel, further out to Saka. Rice right through the middle. Erdegaard looking to play the ball through as well. Cut away, and West Ham will break towards half. Bench in the meantime with an ice pack behind his leg. Have torn something. West Ham look to attack that. Saliba trying to take the ball away from Bowen through to Erdegaard again, crowded round by bodies, and Arsenal almost give the ball away. It's cleared back to White. Halfway to Erdegaard, about 10 yards in from the touchline. Cross to the attacking point of the centre circle. Zinchenko looks out to the left. Martinelli hugging the far touchline. Be helped on by Gabriel to find it. Martinelli edge of the final third. Back to the attacking point to circle. Zinchenko looks out to the left. Martinelli hugging the far touchline. Be helped on by Gabriel to find it. Martinelli edge of the final third. Back to Gabriel, who walks the ball towards the edge of the final third again, played across to White. Now Zinchenko made the run, might get the early crossing as well. Kufal goes over to cover. Gabriel now left corner of the penalty box. Further back out to far touchline. Be helped on by Gabriel to find it. To the edge of the final third, back to Gabriel. Walks the ball towards the edge of the final third again. Played across to White. Now but this time the dink ball through. It was coming off the arm. Which way it goes remains to be handball, and a free kick to West Ham after all of that. To Gabriel, who walks the ball towards the edge of the final third again, played across to White. Now West Ham, they've got bodies in the way again. As far as the head of Saliba, heads forward. Erdegaard under pressure from Souček, only to White, still through the middle of the park for Arsenal. Trossard runs to the edge of the box, tries to strike. O'Bonnor put his body in the way, blocked out for an Arsenal handball, and a free kick to West Ham after all of that. To Gabriel, who walks the ball towards the edge of the final third again, played across to White. Now he finds Benrahma nearly. Arsenal keep hold of the ball, but the half-time goes for Michael Oliver. Half-time here at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 0, West Ham 1. Thomas West Ham 1. West Ham 1. Finds Benrahma nearly. Arsenal keep hold of the ball, but the half-time whistle goes for Michael Oliver. Half-time here at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 0, West Ham 1. Thomas almost give the ball away. It's cleared back to White. Bonner switches out towards the right-hand side, one in the air by Martinelli. Kufal wins the second ball though. Kudus takes it down well, urged to go on and shoot as the ball's deflected on the way through. Really nicked away by Jesus. West Ham break towards halfway. Played down the right channel, and Benrahma deflected ball back to Souček. channel, and Benrahma deflected. Referee just calls things back for a moment or so. West Ham stopping Arsenal from taking the quick free kick. Eventually it's played into the centre circle with Saliba. Over to Gabriel. Looks out left and Zinchenko will play forward with Trossard making the... Shooting right to left in the second half and looking to get the equaliser. He came close a couple of times in the first half. We've got 45 minutes to find one at least. West Ham though dangerous on the counter-attack. Arsenal starting off immediately down the right hand side. Saka towards Rice, played back to Saliba, to Rice again on the right hand side. Sturridge back onto the ball. Saliba squares across to Gabriel, edge of the centre circle. Zinchenko will switch the ball out to the left this time. Martinelli with Kufal for company. Zinchenko straight through towards Trossard inside the box, drops back out. Rice will try and get the effort away. Blocked out for a throw. And West Ham throwing their bodies in the way as they did in the first 45. They had to really stop Arsenal from breaking through quickly. A couple of shouts for penalties. Jesus went down in the box just before half time. West Ham's throw goes all the way back to David Raya eventually. And Arsenal break away from the back again. Zinchenko over halfway down the left, and Martinelli 10 yards into the attacking half, plays back again, switched over from Saliba to Rice, stands on the centre spot. Zinchenko reaches the ball through the middle trying to find Jesus. Bowen collects the loose pass. Ward-Prowse keeps things in possession for West Ham. Alvarez just under pressure from Ødegaard, goes back to Areola, long clearance away through the middle. Clinton in the air is Ward-Prowse by Rice, but West Ham win the ball back again. Benrahma sets Bowen free. And Raya came out to collect. The offside flag would have gone up against Bowen. Arsenal happy to continue from where they were. Played out by Saliba. Down the channel to Saka. Towards Rice on halfway again. Takes it out to the right wing. And Arsenal slowly and surely looking to push forward. Long ball down towards Jesus, right edge of the box. Bonner looking to cover. Jesus just drives towards the byline, trying to cut the ball into the box. So he kept the ball in play only just, but Benrahma's there to take it away from him. Saliba down towards Ødegaard, back to Jesus again. Alvarez in front of him to knock the ball away for a corner. Arsenal with the early set piece. The start of the second half. The rain starts to fall around the Emirates Stadium. Storm Gerrit still circulating the country. Definitely did yesterday in the fixtures. Arsenal with a corner on the far side. Couple of options short. Ødegaard, Trossard tried the strike, but knocked down in the process. Away for a goal kick it goes. Arteta with arms out in the air. Just asking the question of Michael Oliver. Trossard still down inside the D, being checked on by Michael Oliver. A lovely ping ball from Ødegaard to find Trossard. Tried to wrap his right boot around the ball. Just knocked into. Still down on the at the moment is Leandro Trossard. Michael Oliver goes over to check him again. Still down, no treatment been received yet for the Arsenal opportunity. 5 minutes into the second half. West Ham still leading by a goal to nil. Soucek with the only goal of the game. The rain really pouring down now all of a sudden. West Ham clear. Areola headed high in the air by Kudus. Gabriel will win the second ball, only as far as Kufal on the right. Kudus does well to control up against three defenders. Kufal wins a throw-in. In fact, concedes a throw-in as it comes off him last. Zinchenko trying to gain too many yards. And looking to throw down the line, instead throws back towards Gabriel. Points of his own half as he squares into the centre. Saliba bring the ball forward. Zinchenko drops deep to try and bring it forward for Arsenal, just over halfway now. Into the centre circle. Saliba to Rice, looks out wide right, Saka in space. And just tries to play the ball down the line to Ødegaard, comes to the byline. Flick back towards the right edge of the box, played in. Kufal wins the header away. Back towards Arsenal possession. Martinelli now left corner of the penalty area, trying to play the ball through to Jesus, just dragged down to the ground, but well defended by West Ham. Jesus was already going down. Arsenal still trying to find the equaliser. Martinelli, a lovely ball into the danger again. There's no one there for Arsenal to get their head onto the ball or poke it in past Areola. Still hasn't really had to find too many saves in the game. Zinchenko plays over to the edge of the centre circle in the defensive half of Saliba. Moves up towards halfway for the through pass to Jesus, who drops back into midfield. Zinchenko now looks out towards the right, instead will play down the left. Trossard back to Martinelli, hugging the touchline inside the final third. Quick play towards Trossard again to Martinelli, heavy touch, and West Ham can clear. Saliba looks for the through ball to Zinchenko, to Saliba again. Rice now plays out to the right hand side. White will look for the ball forward. Urged out to Saka, edge of the final third on the right hand side, just cutting in towards the edge of the penalty area. Ødegaard plays down the line again, trying to find a through pass. West Ham will cut away clear. Look to break down the left themselves if they can. Through ball trying to find Ben Rama. Headed away by Rice initially. And Arsenal win the ball back again. Latest score at the Amex: Brighton 4, Spurs 2. An entertaining affair. Zinchenko in the meantime here at the Emirates looks to bring the ball forward again for Arsenal. Jesus plays back to Gabriel, out to the left. Martinelli again up towards the touchline. Floats the ball into the 6-yard box. Bonner's there to head away with a free clearance. Kufal further so to Bowen. And West Ham will look to counter if they can. Kudus right of halfway, trying to take the ball away from Gabriel, who gets goal side and nicks the ball back from him. Trossard back on his feet now and seems to be okay. Bit of space to run into. Again, just trying to find that quick pass. Still taking the ball forward. Urged out to Martinelli. Martinelli now diagonally runs into the penalty area onto his right foot. Back to Zinchenko, crowded away. Play back towards Declan Rice, urged to shoot and does! Not far away at all from Declan Rice. Areola withdrew his hand at the last moment, saw it dipping over the bar. Declan Rice from a good 25 yards away pulled the trigger on his right foot. Just dipping down, but not quickly enough. Missed opportunity for Arsenal as Areola takes his time to clear away. Up towards halfway, Zinchenko wins the header. Arsenal will look to play quickly. Martinelli now gets ahead of Alvarez. Jesus to his left hand side. Martinelli might go alone. Alvarez does well to cover in the end and clear away. Towards Ben Rama, takes a touch past White, trying to feed through Bowen. Here comes Raya though to the edge of his penalty area to collect, and Arsenal will use the momentum to go forward again. Rice over halfway to Jesus. Martinelli out on the left edge of the box, cuts inside, trying to play the ball back to Jesus, pulls it across and just can't strike away. Ward-Prowse does the clearing. West Ham now with Kudus, skips past Zinchenko, might go for a run. Played out diagonally to Bowen. Runs on the left, midway inside the attacking half. Bowen drives towards the centre of the penalty area, back out to the left again, squared across. And Ben White got a touch just to take it wide for a West Ham corner. The breakaway was on for the Hammers. Bowen, great move. The man who scored 7 away goals so far for West Ham in the Premier League, looking to make it 8, but was unselfish as he played down to the channel. Ward-Prowse walks over, takes the applause from the travelling support right behind him over on the far side. Michael Oliver's already blown his whistle for the corner to be taken. And frustration creeping into Arsenal supporters again. Some defending to do though. Ward-Prowse, right-footed ball swung in, headed on off the bar and in. Mavropanos scores, and West Ham double their advantage. Ward-Prowse with a fantastic corner, Mavropanos with a superb header off the underneath of the crossbar. David Raya couldn't get there. Bowen made sure it went in, but Mavropanos will get the goal on 56 minutes. Arsenal undone from a set piece. Beautiful corner in. Mavropanos on the edge of the 6-yard line, direct in the centre, just guided it into the top right hand corner with the assist of the crossbar and the post as well. David Moyes' side find themselves 2 goals ahead. Arsenal 0, West Ham 2. Arsenal asking questions to themselves. Got a way to come back here. And still go top of the Premier League table with a win against Fulham on Sunday. Still down on the ground at the moment is Leandro Trossard. Michael Oliver goes over to check him again. Still down. No treatment been received yet for the Arsenal. Saliba to send things through from the centre circle. White just stops out on the right hand side. It's played out by Jesus. Further wide, Ødegaard blocked by Alvarez as he tried to find the pass to Saka, and Benrahma can break away for West Ham. A challenge off the ball on Alvarez. The referee allows play to continue. Benrahma trying to find a through ball to Bowen. Cut away. Martinelli now can break through the centre. Arsenal with men forward. Alvarez knocks the ball out of play for an Arsenal throw. The passing movement, and Ødegaard slips and loses out in possession. Bowen brings the ball out to the left, over shy of halfway. Benrahma goes back. West Ham will reform. Keep the ball inside their own penalty area with Areola. The 6-yard line under pressure from Jesus, clears away quickly. Beaten to it by Gabriel is Kudus. Martinelli to Gabriel. Back towards Martinelli again to Zinchenko. Zinchenko, space around him, finds Jesus, left corner of the penalty area, right-footed strike curling over the bar. In frustration, Jesus slams his hand to his side. Tried to curl towards the top corner. Fist high over the bar in the end. West Ham with a goal kick to clear away. There are players on the bench for Arsenal that could make a difference. Emile Smith-Rowe, Eddie Nketiah. Maybe see Arteta make a change fairly soon as we approach the hour mark. West Ham looking to counter again down on the right. Bowen will chase up with Gabriel. Free kick to Arsenal. The offside flag goes up and it's taken quickly. Rice with space to run into. Loose pass though, can only find Kudus. Gives the ball straight back to West Ham. Kufal cut away by Martinelli. Thought it was his throw. Kufal will take his time over this one, allows his team to get forward. We hit the hour mark. Arsenal 0, West Ham 2. Goals from Souček and Mavropanos making the difference so far this evening. Souček drives towards his corner flag on the right hand side. He knocked the ball away for a goal kick. Arsenal want to take it quickly. Right, leaves this one for Saliba to take, squared across the right inside his 6-yard box. For Saliba again, takes the ball out of his penalty area, looks through the centre. Arsenal urge forward ever so slowly, but in their numbers as well. Saliba still with the ball, out towards Gabriel. Looks over halfway, again looks down to the left and considers the option to the right as well. Plays down to Trossard, who ran back onto the ball, to Martinelli into the penalty area. Martinelli loose pass toward Prowse, and West Ham again will look to try and clear quickly. Kudus. Nketiah is being prepared to come on along with Reece Nelson. Teta will make some changes next time the ball goes out of play, you'd like to think. West Ham clear through the middle in the meantime. Arsenal, Zinchenko keeps the ball in play. Trossard back to Gabriel. Squares over to White, and Arsenal look to attack down the right hand side. Ball played over halfway, 5 yards away from the touchline. Zinchenko brings the ball back into the centre. Rice now down towards White on the right hand side. Saka cuts towards the corner of the penalty area. Back to Rice again, being urged to shoot if he can find space. Closed down by Benrahma, to Saka again. Right edge of the box, cuts in towards the edge of the white lines. Ward-Prowse will run away with the ball though. The Saka trips over. White keeps it in play for Arsenal, and they can look to attack again. On the line to Zinchenko. Saka making the run into the edge of the box. Zinchenko still urges the ball down to Saka, drives to the line, ball into the danger zone, headed away by Ogbonna. Back out to White though. Zinchenko again rolls the ball on his left foot to Rice. Still the right corner of the penalty area, Arsenal, as they play in triangles. Rice now through the middle, finds Jesus, back to Saka, strike blocked by Ogbonna, didn't know where the ball was going. Back out to Gabriel, 25 yards away. Urged out to Zinchenko on the left, to Gabriel. Plenty of possession for Arsenal in the attacking half, not much in the final third. Not many chances, but Ødegaard can have a look again. To the right, blocked away by Ward-Prowse. Quite a throw though. Ødegaard beats Alvarez to the ball. Stands over to our right touchline. Arsenal getting back into position. Ødegaard fitted the ball into the area, headed away by Bonner again, and West Ham might be able to break. Bowen's free in the middle of the park, looks out to the right with Kudus. It's a 4-on-4 attack for West Ham. Kudus waiting for Ward-Prowse to find some positional opening. To Kudus again, edge of the D, just challenged on the ball. Back to Souček though. West Ham now inside the attacking half, just play the ball around their defensive back four. Alvarez under pressure, loose ball out to the left. Arsenal trying to win the ball back, it's headed straight into the path of Trossard. Turns, and now Arsenal have the opportunity to break Saka. To the final third, trying to find Ødegaard, cut away again. Ogbonna with a high clearance. Bowen beats Saliba to the ball to take it away from him as well, and Bowen, it's 2-on-2 for West Ham. Kudus to the right hand side, the ball deflected on the way through. And now Arsenal again will look to break forward. Zinchenko, plenty of space in the middle to run through over halfway. More pace now on the right from Arsenal. Ødegaard down to Saka inside the penalty area. Saka deflected cross into the hands of Areola, just about keeps the ball in play. Yes, says the linesman on the far side. And Areola being told to calm down. A crazy end-to-end couple of minutes there. Neither team finding a shot, at Areola nearly spinning the ball out of play. He keeps it in his hands. Allows West Ham to clear. Let's go down the right hand side, headed high in the air away for a throw. We might see Arsenal make their substitutions now. First off is Martinelli. And Eddie Nketiah does make his way on. And Zinchenko as well being taken off for Reiss Nelson. Double substitution for Mikel Arteta to try and change things up for the Gunners. And they'll start on the attack again from the throw. Rice out to the right hand side. Saka making the run down towards the edge of the penalty area on his left foot. Cross first time in, headed towards goal by Jesus into the hands of Areola. Quick thinking from Arsenal. Saka didn't hesitate to get the ball into the box this time. Jesus rose high. Areola on his line, in the right position to make the catch. Down on the ground. Nearly an immediate impact from Arsenal after the slight switch up in play. Foul clears well back towards Raya. Martinelli now can break through the centre. Arsenal with men forward. Alvarez knocks the ball out of play for an Arsenal throw. Ødegaard for the run of Nketiah, instead plays square to Gabriel midway inside the attacking half through the middle for Arsenal. Approaches the final third. Rice, the corner of the penalty area with Nelson to White this time. White stands on the ball. Nelson trying to turn away from Alvarez, cuts towards the byline, trying to get the cross in quickly. Saka misses the header, it drops back to Ødegaard, shields the ball inside the box, trying to cut onto his left if he can. Ward-Prowse is there to try and make the overlapping run, goes in. Jesus with a free header, and he misses the target. Superb work on the right from Arsenal again. Jesus again with the header. White with the chip ball across the 6-yard line. Jesus had Kufal for company, but a free header towards goal. Areola out of position, and this time it's a slam on the floor from Gabriel Jesus. And Arsenal miss another opportunity. West Ham escape. Areola clears away towards the right hand side, bounces away for a West Ham throw. Arteta convinced it was for his side though. Kufal gains a few yards as he throws down the line. There's another throw in front of his side's dugout. Kufal, long ball to the right edge of the box, trying to find Bowen. It's back for Gabriel though to Raya. Raya clears short to the edge of his penalty area. White stands, looks for options. Goes back to Raya in his 6-yard box, and eventually it escapes Arsenal's penalty area. Gabriel can bring it forward. A moment of calmness before Arsenal's next attack, you like to think, as they go away into the attacking half. White just stands and walks on the ball at the moment. No options for him really. Saka waiting out on the right, but Ødegaard takes the ball away from him. Benrahma for company. Back to Saka and helped on to Rice. Rice again through the middle. Helped out to Gabriel. Looking out to the left hand side. Played 5 yards away from the touchline. To the centre circle and attacking point for Saliba. Ødegaard with a chance to run into the final third. Long ball down towards Saka, too much on it, and it rolls over and away for a goal kick. Right down the edge of the penalty area. Brighton have beaten Spurs by 4-2, 4-0 up in the game. Meanwhile here at the Emirates it's Arsenal 0, West Ham 2, 22 minutes to go. The opening goal from Thomas Souček after 13 minutes. And then Mavropanos with a superb header from a Ward-Prowse corner to double the advantage for West Ham. At the moment, it's defending quite comfortably, and Arsenal still will look to attack. Gabby Jesus has had 2 fantastic heading opportunities inside the penalty area and inside the 6-yard box as well, to claw one back for Arsenal. There's still time to go though. Rice, on the edge of the centre circle. Looks out wide to Saka, 20 yards away from the byline. Ødegaard back to Saka again, hugging the far touchline. Same sort of position, hasn't moved really. Ødegaard, right corner, pings the ball into the box again. This time it drops towards Nelson, who tried to flick the ball on. Well won by Jesus up against Koufal. Dropped down to the ground by Kudus. And Arsenal have a free kick right up against the byline here. About 5 yards away from the penalty area. As Jesus won the ball back, Kudus tried to put the challenge in, just took Jesus down to the ground. Set piece opportunity for Arsenal. It looks as though Reece Nelson stepping up to take this. He'll go for a shot at goal from the angle. The referee's placed it 5 yards away from the byline. A bit further forwards. Areola just urging his players in the wall to make sure they block the near post. Nelson looks as though he might be going for the strike on goal. Referee Michael Oliver blows the whistle. Nelson curling towards the far post. Too much whip on the ball and it floats away for a goal kick. Frustration's been creeping around the Emirates Stadium ever since Souček's goal after 13 minutes, and you can almost see it on Mikel Arteta's face as well, as he just stands and continues to point out instructions to his team. Wider, shorter, narrower, whatever it may be. This side will be looking to try and get a goal back quickly now. Nelson breaks down the left-hand side up towards the edge of the penalty area, cuts away from Alvarez, but Ward-Prowse is with him to take the ball away for West Ham. Koufal helps it further down the line. Lost in possession by Kudus briefly. Ward-Prowse can only find Declan Rice. Turns away from Kudus. Out to the left with Nelson. Played further out to Gabriel. A couple of yards away from the touchline, midpoint of the attacking half, but Arsenal recycle and go to halfway. Right under pressure from Bowen. Played back towards Saliba. Through the middle, Trossard, long ball up to the edge of the penalty area, beaten in the air is Jesus, but it goes back out to Saka. Right corner of the box, back out Declan Rice with a low-driven strike. O'Bonnor gets down to the ground to make the block. Arsenal still with the ball alive. Rice looks out left. Nelson couldn't get onto the end of it, and West Ham clear again. Kudus under pressure, lost in possession briefly. And West Ham win a free kick as Souček gets challenged. And the first yellow card of the evening is shown as well to Reece Nelson for the challenge on Souček, trying to win the ball back quickly. Just catching Souček after he cleared the ball away. And West Ham will take the time to calm down a bit and keep possession themselves maybe. It's a long ball played down to the right. Benrahma catches on well. Benrahma to the right edge of the penalty area, past White, squares across 6 yards. It takes a few deflections on the way through. Benrahma with the strike, blocked away. Ødegaard can clear. Saka even further so, helped on well with the toe flick of Nketiah. All the way back to Areola, who slips over as he clears. One in the air by West Ham. They try and keep hold of possession. Benrahma takes the ball away. Emerson breaks over halfway on the left-hand side. Midpoint of the attacking half, 2 yards on the touchline is Benrahma, but West Ham go back into their own half and will hold some possession. And keep up to date with all of the stats from this evening's game and text commentary throughout, as well as listening on the Flash Score app. Have a look at the standings, the head-to-head opposition form. And of course, have a look at the upcoming fixtures for both sides and others in the Premier League as well. Arsenal looking to attack again. Reece Nelson encroaches the final third, squares across to Trossard over to the right hand side. Again with Saka, 25 yards away from goal. Turns on his left foot, back out wide right with White to Saka again, still in that same sort of position, trying to play through to Nelson, helps the ball through, and Nketiah. Koufal gets the block in, blocked out. Saka with the strike, blocked again. Ødegaard, right edge of the box, looking to cut onto his left foot. Back onto his right again. Alvarez looking to put the block in. Ødegaard still going, squares back into the penalty area. Trossard! Great save from Areola. Arsenal get themselves a corner. Ødegaard just couldn't find the pass and eventually found Trossard, took the ball away from Ogbonna. Struck on the right corner of the 6-yard box. Arsenal with a corner. Ødegaard looks to play the ball in deep. Saliba tries to get the head on. Jesus waiting at the back post, drops out towards Trossard, edge of the D. Fizz back over again towards the right hand side. West Ham clear. Ward-Prowse will try and get the ball away. Emerson further so. Helped up towards the centre circle, but there was Declan Rice to take the ball forward for Arsenal again to Saka. Looks out to the right wing again for Arsenal. Saliba knocks the ball out wide. Ødegaard. Gabriel asking for it through the middle. Ødegaard might go alone. Left-footed strike, not far away. Areola stood rooted inside his 6-yard box. Ødegaard couldn't see an option. It was a bit further away than initially thought. Arsenal still looking to get a goal back. They need two to level the game up. 15 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Arsenal 0, West Ham 2, live on flashscore.co.uk and the mobile app as well. West Ham clear up towards the centre circle. It's given away to Benrahma by Trossard. West Ham doing well to keep hold of the ball when they can, and doing well to defend when Arsenal put the pressure on. They have themselves a throw. West Ham right on halfway on the far side. An impressive 3-0 win against Wolverhampton Wanderers at home. But they'll be on for another 3-0 win this evening with another goal. Can Arsenal stage a comeback? The North London rivals losing this evening to Brighton and Hove Albion on the south coast. Brighton 4 goals up to 0 in that game. Late comeback from Spurs, too little too late. And a lot of the support had already disappeared by the time that Spurs' 2 goals went in. West Ham with a free kick over on the left hand side, 10 yards over halfway, 5 yards from the touchline, taking their time to play this one in. It's played down towards Benrahma in the left corner, and to cut the ball away from Saka, who wins the goal kick for Arsenal. Benrahma cleverly keeps one of the balls in play as Arsenal start things off from the back again. Raya to Saliba, squares the ball past Bowen, and Rice now looking for that pocket of space to run into. Saliba is shy of halfway through the middle. Quick 1-2. Nketiah turns, looks forward for space, can't find the through pass, and it really plays its way to Bowen. Raya's come out of his area. Emil Smith Rowe being prepared to come on for Arsenal for the final 13 or so minutes. Midpoint of the attacking half through the middle again, looks out left, this time to Nelson. Nelson back to Gabriel, fizzed across the centre of the attacking half, and Saliba will switch play to the right. White helps it further out. Saka looking for the left-footed cross again to Trossard. Trossard edge of the penalty area, trying to worm his way through past Souček. Takes a deflection on the way through, out to Ødegaard, up towards the right corner flag, just cuts back onto his left, trying to get the cross in. Again taking his time. Ødegaard still going. Back towards Trossard, rolls the ball across. Saliba down the line to Saka inside the penalty area. Opens up the strike on his left into the hands of Areola. Got down well to his right. And Arsenal again just finding that little bit of space to get the strike away. Saka this time through the legs of Alvarez, but not into the net, and Areola again makes a comfortable save, really. Clears away long out to the right. Gabriel, loose header in the air, and Kudus will try and chase forward onto it. Shields the ball with Gabriel, wins it at the second bounce. Gabriel eventually hooks it clear, and now Jesus with space to run into, just runs into trouble. West Ham throwing bodies at the ball. Nelson can play into the centre circle. Ødegaard under pressure just gets knocked down and wins a free kick for the home side. Substitution will be made though before Ødegaard could play the free kick short, and it will be Leandro Trossard to make his way off for Emil Smith Rowe with about 10 minutes or so to go now. on the clock. Plus stoppage time, of course. Arsenal give the ball away from the free kick. Immediately as Smith Rowe came on, West Ham will look to break down the left over halfway with Emerson. Looking the far touchline, just back into their own half. Decision on the pitch, agreed by VAR. No need to overturn that. No clear and obvious error for that one. Arsenal with a corner. Emerson looking down the line, puts in a challenge on Saka, trying to win the ball away, and a free kick to Arsenal. Arsenal take it quickly. Smith Rowe looks out to the left. Gabriel will bring the ball forward again. Smith Rowe midway inside the attacking half. Jesus turns in the centre. And West Ham will clear away again, and the opportunity for the break is on. Alvarez goes for a run up to halfway this time, just stops in his tracks, turns back towards his own goal. And we'd like to say fairly sensibly, we'll go back to Areola to distribute again, allow West Ham to get back into position, try and attack forward, but the long ball only finds Gabriel. 5 minutes plus stoppage time. We'll bring the ball forward again. Smith Rowe midway inside the attacking half. Jesus turns in the centre, looking to approach the edge of the penalty area. Rice might switch out to the right. Saka asking for it and receive the box. Played short to Odegaard. Odegaard trying to get the strike on his left, crowded out by bodies again. Shoves the ball back into the danger area. Back out to Smith Rowe, curling effort into the hands of Areola again. The positioning from the West Ham keeper has been superb all evening. Smith Rowe, maybe not enough power on the shots, allowed Areola to fairly comfortably catch the ball, had a good sight on it as well. Smith Rowe with very little time to try and strike the ball in. Some home fans have seen enough, heading for the exits. Arsenal still looking to find a goal back in this game. Plenty of possession and opportunities to do so, but they give the ball away over on the left hand side. Benrahma over halfway, cuts back in towards the centre, has got Bowen through the middle if he wants to use him. Kudus out on the right hand side, that's where it goes, up towards the edge of the penalty area, cuts onto his left. Smith Rowe puts in a challenge but goes down. Feels as though he's taken a knock on that one. Souček gets challenged on the ball by Jesus, a fair challenge, and Nelson now can take the ball away for Arsenal. Still out on the left, Smith Rowe back on his feet, looking to use his pace down the left hand side. Nelson stopped in his tracks by Koufal, asking for the throw. Instead given in Arsenal's favour, thrown into Smith Rowe. 30 yards away from goal, Arsenal, as Jesus through the centre sways out to the right hand side. Arsenal approaching the penalty area once again. Odegaard to the edge of the D, back to Jesus, to Odegaard trying to open up a strike on his left, finds the gap, takes a deflection on the way through, takes the sting out of the shot, and allows Areola another easy catch as he goes down to the ground. And nice and easy for him. West Ham moving up the table as it stands with this scoreline, and they might be able to get a third. Kudus plays the ball high into the air again. West Ham do find themselves in sixth, only 3 points away from Spurs holding the final European spot. It's very tight at the top of the table. Arsenal still 2 points behind Liverpool. just as we tick towards 2024. Nelson to Jesus, back to Nelson again. Left corner of the penalty area, played further back to Gabriel, now 30 yards away from goal, drives the ball forward. Smith Rowe looks out to Nelson again on the left, trying to swing the ball high into the penalty area, and Nketiah heads the ball back to White to keep it in Arsenal possession. Saka down towards Nketiah, up to the byline in the penalty area, blocked away. Saka on corner duties this time on the far side, will swing one in. Jesus stands alone in the penalty spot, whipped in towards the near post, drops back, and Nketiah with the overhead. Again positioned correctly. As the corner was deflected back out and into the box, Areola clears away. In the meantime, plenty of red seats now around the Emirates Stadium as Gabriel nearly heads towards his own goal. Bowen was chasing forward, the two of them having a word with each other off the ball. And Arsenal will continue to attack in the meantime down the right hand side. Emerson has other ideas and slides the ball away from Saka. It's thrown down the line to White, into Rice. Edge of the centre circle, brings the ball forward 40 yards away from goal. Across to Gabriel, looks out to the left hand side again, down to Nelson to approach the penalty area from the left this time. It's drawn towards the touchline and further to the corner flag, eventually does get the cross in, cleared away easily by West Ham. A little triangle passing again as Kufal clears away. Draws a foul on Gabriel, who takes the free kick quickly to Rice. Rice now moving his way forward. Ødegaard out to Saka again. All eyes on the fourth official. Ødegaard outside the area, takes the strike. Push wide. Another corner to Arsenal, but another save from Areola. There'll be 5 minutes added on. Ødegaard with another strike from distance. Saka with the corner. Confirmation of 5 minutes being added on as Saka plays the corner in towards Saliba, drops out to Nelson, takes a touch on the ball, strikes towards goal, and it's over and away, and a goal kick to West Ham is the end result. Nelson took a touch to get it onto his left, tried to curl it towards goal and just couldn't quite find the target. Ødegaard strike just before though, plenty of speed on it. Areola palmed it around the post. Superb save from the West Ham keeper. Might just keep his clean sheet this evening. Clears away long up towards halfway. David Moyes looking for a win at the Emirates for the first time in 22 attempts. 23 this evening, and well on their way, West Ham. Saliba looks out right, and Ødegaard again will try and work his way to the edge of the penalty area. Saka again, 18 yards away from goal to Ødegaard, just drops back to 20. Trying to find Saka again, turns inside the box, blocked over by Ogbonna. Another corner to Arsenal on the near side this time. Somewhere in the melee of everything, Jesus picked up a yellow card. Must be for having a word with Michael Oliver. It's corner swinging again. Saliba at the near post, headed over. And they might have taken a deflection again on the way through. Another corner to Arsenal. Over on the far side, Ødegaard will take this one. Ødegaard hurries, throws his right arm in the air. Played in towards the near post again, headed away by Ogbonna. That towards Ødegaard again, played into the 6-yard box this time. Mavropanos heads away, hooked clear by Benrahma. Smith Rowe does well to control midway. Saka on corner duties this time on the far side, will swing one in. Jesus stands alone in the penalty spot, whipped in towards the near post, drops back in. Asking for the ball is Ødegaard on the right wing. Saka might have other ideas instead. Scoops the ball back towards Jesus. 12 yards away from goal. So Nelson squared across dangerously. Rice will just about collect the ball. Might be able to get the strike away instead. Finds Jesus inside the penalty area. Drives towards the 6-yard line. Back to Gabriel. Scooped in towards the box. Headed high and away by Bowen. Souček will try and clear. Not sure where he was clearing to though. It's back towards the byline for Arsenal. Jesus back in towards the edge of the box. Declan Rice might be able to get the strike away. Instead urges the ball out to White. Further out wide with Ødegaard. Ødegaard runs inside the penalty area. Back out to Smith Rowe, to Ødegaard again. Still inside the box, Arsenal on the right hand side, and Ødegaard eventually concedes possession. And Kudus claims and can run away with the ball. Escapes the challenge of Gabriel in the process. Kudus challenged, but wins a throw off the toe of Nelson, and a minute and a half to go. Mikel Arteta's side might just have run out of ideas. David Moyes just stands still, keeping his team defensively sound. Will want to keep the clean sheet this evening. Smith Rowe, loose pass into the centre. Benrahma wins it away from Saka. The two tussling in the centre circle. Out to Emerson on the left. Now West Ham have the ball. All they need to do really from their point of view is keep it. Arsenal will try and win it back quickly. Quick pass down towards Ward-Prowse, left corner of the penalty area, trying to feed the ball through to Bowen. Declan Rice loses out on the ball, and it's going to be a penalty to West Ham. Declan Rice lost control. West Ham were running through, and in the final minute of stoppage time they have a chance to make it 3. Declan Rice, of all players, to concede the foul as he slipped over. Emerson clearly through and taken down. Bowen was waiting for the pass back, and Declan Rice concedes the penalty. David Moyes appealing straight away. Benrahma against Raya. This will be the last action of the game, you'd like to think, with the 5 minutes of added time played. Michael Oliver just stands with Benrahma on the penalty spot. Winks over to his teammates. Benrahma, he has an idea of where he's going to place this one. Raya will try and prevent it from being 3. Benrahma scored plenty of penalties. Will he score this one? It's saved by Raya, pushed away to the left. West Ham can't quite make it 3. Arsenal will look to clear quickly forward again. But the full-time whistle goes. It's West Ham United that claim 3 points at the Emirates. And David Moyes' side climb to 6th in the table. 3 points behind Tottenham Hotspur. And away, not too far away from European spots and Champions League spots as well. Arsenal missed out on the chance of going top of the table.